So I just completed my first exam at St. George for term 2, and I think I kicked ass. I'm not 100% certain, haven't got my grade back, but I'm pretty sure I got a kick-ass grade. Okay, and one of the major reasons was because I reduced my burnout. So burnout's a real thing. Either you've experienced it, or or you haven't. It's a real thing. It affects you emotionally, physically. You know, your body hurts. You just don't feel very good. And your performance suffers. And mine definitely did at the end of term 1. It was horrible. Luckily, I had done so well in the beginning, I could kind of like make up for some of those little mistakes that I was making later. So I just wanted to share with you how I've been reducing my burnout and how you can do it. Okay, so number 1, if you have the option, start early. If you have if you haven't started the term and they've released some information, start some DLAs. Check out the lectures. Just start early, okay? If you've just completed an exam, do some DLAs for the next module, that day. The day of the exam that you had just completed, start working on the next exam. Maybe take a little break, but get into it. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. I know, you may be saying, oh, that's insane, but you want to get done with certain material as fast as you can. So okay, DLAs, obviously, they post those, and for the most part, they can be done separate from the lectures. That's what I've found. And they actually encouraged us this last exam to start the 10th DLA on the first week because we may get behind. And so right there, it just shows you, even St. George is like, hey, you really don't need the lecture. Do the DLA first if you can. Do it when you can. So that's a big one. Hip whip, that's another easy one that you can complete on the weekend before you even go into the hip whip session, okay? Small group might be a little bit more challenging because you haven't reviewed everything that you need to know before going in there, but something like that, smart. Quizzes, the weekly quizzes, get them done on the weekend when they post them. Don't wait an hour before the thing closes on Monday night. Get it done early. Okay, that's my first big point. Second point is make a schedule and stick with it for the day. So for me, hey, I have all these boxes that I need to check off. There's important ones. There's the things that I need to get done. And if I have any excess time, then I can get to the things that'll put me ahead. Okay, so make a list, stick with it, and get it done. Okay, there's a second one. Seems kind of easy. It is. Number 3. Okay, I don't care what time you get up. If you get up at 4 a.m., if you get up at 11 a.m., I don't think that matters. I think the second you get up, or a half hour, an hour, within an hour that you get up, you need to start working. You need to start working immediately. Because, okay, so sometimes this would happen to me where I'd look at my schedule, it would look easy, and I would just wait until the last minute, and then come to realize that it's really hard. The topic is really challenging. It wasn't that much work, but it's just really challenging. And now I'm staying up late trying to figure this out, and I didn't complete it, so then I have to complete it the next day, which is a horrible situation. It's stupid, because then I'm already behind. So get your work done the earliest that you can, okay? Get it done early. So that, just say that it takes you longer, which everything is gonna take you longer than you thought. Just get it done early in the day, okay? So get things done if you can early, in the week, and then in the day, get it done earlier in the day. Now, this is probably the most important thing, other than starting things early if you have the option to do it, is doing work every day. Okay, when I came to realize that my weekends need to be to catch up and to get ahead, it made my life so much easier. It sounds like you're gonna burn yourself out, because really your weekends are where you might have some time to chill. But what I found is if I get stuff done early, I'm not cramming in the middle of the week. I actually get little breaks in the middle of the week, rather than having no life in the middle of the week, no life on the weekend coming up to an exam because I'm so backlogged on things that I should have been working on. Okay, and every single student that I've talked to, every student gets a little behind. Everybody just gets a little behind, okay? Well, for the most part. Some people are freaks and they get things done early, but for the most part, even the best students get a little behind, okay? But it's how far behind are you is what separates people. If you're just like a lecture behind the day before an exam, not a big deal, you can catch up. But if you're like 3 lectures and like 4 DLAs, you're screwed. You're screwed. That's too much information to try to cover in one night. That's cramming. You know, you haven't had enough time to play with the material and like really think about it. Okay? So don't do that. Okay? Get your stuff done every day so that when you do get behind, you're like prepared. And I noticed the people that really got burned out was in the last week. It's not like the last couple days, it's the week before the exam. That's when everybody gets the most burned out because they're cramming, they're trying to get everything done. So don't be that person, okay? Get your work done every single day, on the weekends, on the day of an exam, start working. There's no excuse. Friday night, yeah, you're supposed to have the night off. No, no, you still have to work. I'm sorry, this is medical school. I'm not trying to be brash, but you know, if you want a good grade, you got to do a little bit of work. And I'm telling you, you'll feel so much better about your situation because you don't have so much work to do in one shot. Okay, I think that's the burnout, is how many hours you're putting in one shot. If you're only doing like 5 hours, that's totally fine. You're doing 8 hours, 10 hours, you're killing yourself. You're totally killing yourself. And I did that last term. I'm not going to let that happen again. Okay, now let's talk about sleep. Okay, that's really crucial. Now, I've been playing with this. I've heard of people who can run on little hours of sleep. It sounds so type A, so cool that you could run off of 5 hours and like kick ass. You know, it just sounds cool. I'm not that kind of person. I need my sleep. But occasionally, I'll get up. You know, I'll only have 6 hours. I just get up. I just wake up and I can't fall back asleep. And I'm like, you know what? Oh, I get a couple more hours to study then. Woo. So I can do that for maybe 2 days max. That's what I found. And I played with it. I play with it, you know, not getting enough sleep. Because yeah, obviously if you get up earlier, you get a little less sleep, you have a little more time to study. It works sometimes. So you have to know your body. For me, 2 days max, less than 8 hours, that's all I can handle. But if I try to do that a third day, I'm screwed. Especially like doing that on like a Thursday and a Friday, and then so I have Friday night to sleep like heavily. Like that's what happened to me right after this exam. I had very little sleep the day of the exam, going into the exam, and then the day before or the day after, less than 6 hours. Last night I slept 12 hours to play catch up. You know, so definitely, you know, sleep when you need to. Make sure to get plenty of sleep. Don't sleep 10 hours every single day. I think that reduces the amount of time that you have to like actually study. But, you know, sometimes you don't get enough sleep. That just happens. But make sure that you catch up, okay? Because multiple days is stupid. Dog's itching himself. So, so that's kind of my take on this. I hope that was helpful. Okay, go kick some booty.